Hey guys, so I have something in here. This is Anna from Kaiju Bites. So, let's open this together. I can never get these open, and Chris always makes fun of me, but I'm gonna try. Or I'm just gonna fail and just get scissors because I can't open it. So, let's see what's in here. I mean, I know what's in here. I ordered it. Boom. Mothra. I mean, maybe the shirt, like, tipped it off what this is going to be about. Mothra. So, Mothra's anniversary was in July. And my friend was like, hey, are you getting the steel box? And I was like, I don't know. I usually don't buy DVDs anymore. Especially because, like, I mean, I don't know. I just don't buy DVDs. I do digital download. And also, I was like, usually steel boxes are kind of expensive. But I think this one was like $13.99 on Amazon. So it wasn't badly priced. So I was like, why not? Just get it for the collection. I mean, I've seen this before, but I don't have it. Do I have it? Or is that Godzilla versus Mothra? I don't know. I've seen it before. But it's a steel book, or what do they call them? I don't know. Let's open it. Let's see what's inside. Good old Mothra. Oh, and like they just announced today that Godzilla is going to be available August 6th, I think, for digital download, and I think August 27th for DVD. So yes, it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see the back. So yes, this is going to be me. Ooh, I love it. Let's open it. It's so cool. The larvae and Mothra. Oh, this is so awesome. Boo-doo-doo-doo. I can't see, so what is it? Oh, okay. Oh, it's the twins are right there, and then the scientists that are staring like creepers, and then Mothra. So that's pretty awesome. You know, if you follow my channel, you know, Mothra is one of my girls. I love Mothra. Oh, here it is without the CD in its place. So beautiful packaging. And then when I return, I'll do the review. Hey guys, it's Anna. I did the unboxing and then I rewatched the movie. I haven't seen Mothra in a few years. It's been more than 2 or 3 years. I mean, I've rewatched Godzilla versus The Thing, or Godzilla versus Mothra, but I guess I haven't really rewatched the original Mothra in a while. So it was good to get back into it. I have to say, if you've never really are into kaiju movies, you might like, you know, I think they're an acquired taste. You know, not everybody, like, a lot of people want more production value, more like everything else. But I think actually for that time, I think it actually does have a high production value. You know, I believe the cast was very good. You can't fault the twins, Umi and, is it Umi or Emi? Their stage name is called the Peanuts. They were actually like Japanese singers. They're beautiful women. They did a fantastic job. I've always, like, of all the twins, they're always been my favorite. And you know, it is funny how some parts of your brain just kind of forget what happens in the movie and then you rewatch it. Like, so like visually, like, you know, I think they've improved, like, I don't know what they do, enhanced it, recolorize it. I don't know like what the technical term is, but it does look very, very nice. It's the Blu-ray definitely has enhanced the movie. It was originally released in 1961, and I don't know, I always liked like that era is like, is it called Technicolor? I don't know, for some reason that word, but like how the colors are very vivid to me. Like, I don't know, I'm probably like, if you're a real movie like techie person, you're probably like, what the hell is she talking about? But I always liked the colors in like these old 1960 films, and you know, especially with Mothra being, you know, the color that she is, they do pop out. And if you can get over the natives, like, I think that's the only part that bugs me. And I know, like, I detach my mind. I'm like, I know it's 1960s, I know it's Japanese cinema, I know there's probably not a lot of like, you know, like, I have to detach myself. I'm like, yeah, but there is some blackface going on, you know, making the darker, you know, natives, and like some of the goofiness, like when they're capturing the fairies, the twins, they're like, the natives are just, and they're just shooting at them. I'm like, one, you're like, these guys are bad shots. Like, there's like all these natives in the forest and they're like missing half of them and then occasionally shooting one, but besides the point. So the bad guy is called Nelson. He sees, like, they made up a country called Roskalia. I don't know how the Japanese say it. It's a little bit different, but it seems like it's spelled like Roskilia. Basically, it's like a country with very, very much 1950s-ness vibe, with Japanese and white people living together. And the, you know, I have to say, like, and I never really like paid attention to it before, but re-watching it, the actor that they got for Nelson, his name was Jerry Ito, and he's a Japanese American. He was born in New York City. I think that's what I read on his bio. And, you know, when I've watched it before, I never really like paid attention, but he like had a really dynamic range of acting. Like I can't fault this guy for his acting ability. Like, yeah, sometimes he's like a little over the top, but like his facial expressions, like when he's in the jungle, he has, and some of like his more evil scenes, he like does this like bizarre thing with his face, and you're like, whoa, that's like, he like really creepy. But then like he straightens out his muscles in his face and he looks like very handsome, very charismatic, and he just looks like a normal person, you know. And it was that whole like range of like I have to give props to him. You know, I never really paid attention to that before, because I think before, like, I just watched it as like, I like monsters, I like Mothra, you know. But actually sitting down and like watching it, there's parts where it drags, but I have to say, no qualms with his role. The main protagonists, I don't remember their names. Like, they're less memorable. Like, they have the chubby guy that, like, he's like a little bit of the comedic relief, and then his well, I think they're all co-workers. The other guy, and then the lady who's the photographer. I forgot their names. Those don't, like, they did a good job. They weren't horrible actors, but like they just, I don't know, like I wasn't as like attached to them. Like, heck, I think the little kid was a little bit better, but like I wasn't as attached to them as like, and I don't know, their actings were like, they're fine. So it was like, human story goes, like the kaiju story is very similar to like other stories. The fairies are to get taken away by the evil, greedy guy, and Mothra is like, yo, what's up? You can't steal my girls. And Larvae Mothra terrorizes Japan because they stole her girls. And then she cocoons, and they're like, oh, we're gonna destroy her with this heat wave. And then boom, Mothra's like, yo, I'm bigger, badder, and I'm gonna destroy shit. And that's what happens. And, you know, it's funny, I kind of have forgotten the end of the movie, and I was just like, did this really happen? Like, I don't remember recalling them, you know, of like what, yeah, I was like, oh, so that's how they calmed her down? I like really couldn't remember that part. Like, that part, I just was like, oh, okay, well, okay. So yeah, so it was a good, it was a good thing for me to rewatch it, because I totally forgot that it happened that way. Like, I know that Mothra like got her girls, but I just didn't realize that part with the churches, the church bells, and them like putting like the the paint symbol on the airport. That part I completely forgot about. So yeah, I mean, like, like, I guess because it hasn't been in my cycle of kaiju films that I've rewatched, I guess I've forgotten a lot about it. And I have to say, the box set was beautiful. The one thing that I thought, though, was a missed opportunity, though, was like, so when I popped it open, I noticed that there was like there wasn't an insert, but there was a spot for an insert, and I was like, oh shoot, did they like jip me and didn't put an insert? No, and I watched another guy unbox it, and yeah, there was nothing in his, and so I was like, well, that was a missed opportunity. They could have like put like a little, like, I don't know, like a Mothra sticker, a Mothra, like, like a little bit about the movie, like whatever. So yeah, if I had, like, I want to go, like, I've said this before in my channel and one of my other reviews, I am gonna go back and review all, like, go back with all the Godzilla movies and review them, and I'm trying to figure out like a system that I want to grade it on, and I definitely know I want to grade it like general story. So general story, it's 4. It's not like the best, but it's not the worst. But it's a good classic kind of kaiju film movie. So you kind of, it's like a template, and you just kind of have to get used to it being a new monster, and like, the few human people. Acting wise, I feel like all the actors were pretty good. I think Nelson and the twins, which I think both of their last names are Ito. I don't think they're related at all, but they shine in this movie. So if you do want to see good kaiju acting, or I think what is good, definitely like this one definitely gets like a 4.5 out of 5. I think Nelson's actor really pulls it off. Oh, and just another side, like sometimes Japanese films, like for instance Shin Godzilla, they'll pick like a Japanese actor that has to speak English. Jerry Ito was Japanese American, so he flowed between Japanese and English very well. But like the chick from Shin Godzilla that's supposed to be like the next presidential candidate is like really, really, really horrible English, so, and that's happened in a few kaiju films. They can't figure out, just pick a Japanese American. There's plenty of them. There's plenty of anyways, besides the point. Kaiju design, that's the third point I wanted to, in my future reviews. Kaiju designs. Mothra is the only kaiju in this film, but she has 2 forms. She has her larvae form. Well, I guess if you want to count 3, if you want to count her egg, the egg shape, but I mean it's just an egg, which is a very pretty egg. And then her larvae form, which, I mean, usually, caterpillars are cute. Some of them are. She's a very cute design. I mean, I think larvae form, she's adorable. And then and her, moth form, she's absolutely stunning. I mean, like, I'm a Mothra fangirl, so I might be a little biased, but I 5. She gets a 5 kaiju bites out of her kaiju design. She's beautiful, she's amazing, and she's Mothra. And that's generally how I feel about this movie. I love Mothra. If you have like a kid that wants to get into, especially like girls, like the demographic, like I think they did like a survey in Japan, and Mothra does score high with women. And I mean, I don't know, like, being a woman, I don't know if it's just, I don't know that many women that like moths in general. Like, I love moths. I really like a lot of animals. Like, there's some animals I'm not fond of, like, visually. Like, I don't really like spider crickets, but it is what it is. But I absolutely, like, if you say, what is your favorite insect, I would say Japanese beetle, I wouldn't say moth, but moths are awesome. So, but I just don't know very many women that like moths in general. Maybe because she does have kind of I don't know why women are more drawn to Mothra. I mean, I don't really think it's nurturing, but maybe because she's not, like, she's destructive. I mean, generally because she's, I don't know how fast she flies, but, I don't know, I just always have loved Mothra. I don't know why other women love Mothra, but she rocks. So yeah, so I'll end this review on that. Mothra rocks, and I was waiting for my graphics to start, but my friend's still working on those, so I hopefully will get through. I'll start the Godzilla reviews maybe in August or September, and then I'm gonna go through every single one of them. I'm trying to do it in chronological order, but I pretty much think I can get all of them. I don't think there's any that I cannot get that I know of. I guess I think there's some that are harder to get than others, like the shrimp one. I found that one, but yeah. And some of them I already have. I just, have to find the discs somewhere in the house, which I'm rearranging. So anyways, this review is going to be 100 million minutes long. But take care, guys. I'll hope to see you kaijus later. Bye.